Hi guys, Arian here, doing a Halloween special for my what ifs. And today I'm doing what if Deku was Dust Sans. And this in one of my videos where I was asking for what ifs, someone commented that I should do this and gave me some ideas for that. And while I am going to take a few ideas, I'm not going to be taking all of it just because I don't want it just to be a one-to-one recreation of what that person exactly said, but you can the person who made this comment named Christian White, and I'm doing this for Halloween special because I really don't have anything else really. I was going to do what if Deku was horror sans, but I was like, nah, I'd rather do this considering that Dust Sans is pretty dark, so it could be suited pretty well for a Halloween special. So, sorry, it would be suitable for a Halloween special. But this isn't really gonna be a one shot. It's actually going to be a full blown series. But I'm just posting this 2 days before Halloween because, I mean, why not? I won't have time to post this on the exact day of Halloween, and plus I might as well get it done now. So this story continues from uh, the day that Dust Sans died by the hands of Kara and Frisk during Dust Tale. And his soul, well, basically, well, yeah, he died. Well, actually, this is an AU where the events of Dust Tale and also My Hero Academia also happen at the same time. Basically, this happened years ago. Like, I don't know, about hundreds of years before Deku was born. Dust Sans was murdered. However, due to the determination in his soul, his soul lingered on and escaped from the underground. And usually, whenever a monster is killed, their soul would instantly become dust. But since Dust Till Sans has a type of soul that like no other monster can have, determination, he was able to escape from the underground using his determination because his soul still lasted, just like a human soul. And he basically walked around as a wandering spirit until the day Deku was born. And Deku, just like in the canon, had no quirk. However, when Izuku was born, Dust Sans' soul was put into Deku's body, meaning that basically Dust Sans is the one controlling Deku's body. So he's not gonna he's not really gonna have the personality he has in the canon, and he'll be completely different. And since he was put into Izuku's body, he lost all of his memory. And as he grew up, he learned more and more, but how he was becoming more like the canonical Izuku. He was able to memorize some glimpses of his past, such as his brother dying, and also Kara and Frisk, and all the and most of the trauma that Dust Tail Sands had experienced. And as of now, I'll just be referring to Dust Tail Sands as Izuku, since I want to, because I'm not just going to clarify that Izuku is Dust Tail Sands for the entire video. It's just because that's going to get tiring, and it's going to take up too much of the video. So Izuku is not really Izuku's not like he was in the canon. And while he is still quirkless, he does have all of the abilities of Sans, and he mostly looks normal. He looks mostly like his canon self, except one of his eyes is just red, and the other is blue and red. And a lot of people still bully him for not having a quirk. Zuko knows he has powers, but he just decides to never use them since he knows he doesn't have a quirk, and he thought that he would be in some sort of danger if he did use his powers. And no one really knows about his powers. However, there is one power that while he doesn't know most of the powers he has, he doesn't know that he has one power, which will become an important plot point later in the story, I presume. But Zuko, everything goes like canon for Zuko for the first few episodes. However, whenever not for the first few episodes, once he's attacked, he takes the overpass to the shortcut to his home, and then he gets attacked by the sludge monster. He plans to use his body for evil, but instead of Dust Tail Sans possessing Izuku, he's actually just reincarnated as Dust Tail Sans is reincarnated as Izuku. Because his soul still lingered on within the living world. So he became reincarnated as Izuku once he was born, and lost most of his memories. In the process, so he's not possessed; he's just reincarnated, basically. Because I don't want to get that dark, or else I might end up hating this AU. Okay. Anyways. When he's attacked by the sludge villain, the sludge monster starts pouring sludge into Izuku's mouth, trying to take control of his body. And Izuku tries to summon some bones from underneath himself to try and impale the monster. But the souls just and this, not the souls, I mean the bones end up getting split in half by the sludge monster, just ripping them apart as he slowly takes more control over Izuku's body. But just when he's about to finish the job, All Might All Might performs a Texas smash, and the air pressure knocks the sludge villain off of Izuku. With Izuku unconscious, All Might signs his notebook and waits until he wakes up. And then Izuku sees All Might and starts panicking frantically and tell and telling them that he's such a big fan and all that. Then All Might leaves, and Izuku follows All Might, just like in the canon. And he finds it goes like canon, where Izuku is asking All Might if someone without a quirk can still become a hero. And once All Might denied this, Izuku ends up being shocked that most of it that he'll probably never have a chance of getting into EUA. Since while he doesn't have a quirk, he still has powers, but he's still afraid that people might discover his powers, so he practically never uses them unless the situation calls for it. And Izuku leaves in denial. And Izuku goes into this short, depressed state. And this is where his Dust Tail's personality starts to kick in. He starts to become more resentful and angry, as he starts lashing out of things that aren't a big deal. And then he decides that he doesn't really care what anyone else thinks. He decides that he's still gonna try and get into UA. And also, Izuku does see skinny All Might, so yeah. Just thought I'd mention that because I forgot to mention that. I forget a lot of things. And in the original comment, it was saying that Izuku was going to get one for all, but that's gonna happen later. It's probably maybe in part 2 or something. I don't know. That's gonna happen later in the story, though, not right now. And Izuku attends the UA entrance exam, and Bakugo is kind angry and surprised that he'd even think of joining the UA entrance exam. And so it begins, and Izuku and Bakugo are put in the same battlefield, and Izuku racks up points quick, and he prefers to stay away from other people, and since he doesn't want anyone knowing about his powers, especially Bakugo, since Bakugo knows that he's quirkless. And So he starts destroying all the robots uh, with uh, with gaster blasters and bones. And when he does come across Bakugo, he feels this kind of deep rage within inside of him for some unknown reason. And then he was about to attack Bakugo. He was about to attack Bakugo with a bunch of gaster blasters, but before he has a chance to summon them, he regains his bearings and realizes what he was about to do. So he just ends up running away. And Bakugo, confused in what Izuku was about to do, follows him. And this is after it has ended. Also for the however, well, it wasn't after that it had ended, but it was almost before where it had ended, where the giant 0-pointer robot had appeared. And once they hear it, like Izuku had ran off, Bakugo hears the giant 0-pointer robot nearby, and then that Bakugo is the one to destroy the 0-pointer robot. And then the staff is able to free Ochako, and then the UA entrance exam continues like normal. However, Izuku realizes that he's becoming more and more mad for unknown reasons, so he decides that he's just gonna have to. He decides that he's just decides that he's gonna try. He's gonna try and relax as much as he can, and do not use his power, and try not to use his powers as much as possible, even in his time in UA. And that's where I'm going to leave it off for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And this is going to be my Halloween special. I know it's not really much to do with Halloween, but hey, like, I don't really have any other ideas. So, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.